All right, you guys, Ticket TV, like, share, and subscribe as y'all tap on into the channel, man. I appreciate all of you guys that's gonna come into this stream, man. Salute to all of y'all that support the channel. Y'all already know what we got going on, man. And this one, wow, bro. Boy, I told y'all it don't stop, man. It do not quit. And this one right here, man, is gonna be one where it is gonna be very, very, very bad for a lot more people. As y'all come on in here, y'all let me know if y'all can hear me, man. I apologize. I'm driving in the rain. I got to get to a spot where I can pull over. But I had to pull up on this one, man. As I was sent this information just now, and my jaw dropped. I said, Lord, have mercy, man. This is crazy work, bro. This is crazy work, man, that's coming out. And I told you guys it was 3 million files today. I see a lot of people on the internet, trying to make excuses and say, man, I don't believe any of this, man. This stuff been happened years ago. All this stuff have been held from the general public. This is stuff that was being reported to the FBI. You guys come on YouTube and on social media, y'all complain about so much stuff. You guys are all on cap. You guys complain about so many. Why are they suing? Why are they looking for money? And we ain't even talking about lawsuits. Why didn't they go to the cops? Then when they do go to the cops, they move the goalposts. Oh, they're delusional, man. I don't believe this shit, man. Like I said, all these people are innocent unless proven guilty if they're accused of something in these files. But I'm gonna tell you something. To have your name associated in these files is horrific upon itself. You don't want your name nowhere near these damn files. So now tonight comes out Emeniem, Marilyn Manson, and none other than your boy, Sean P. Diddy, Run the City, Show No Pity, Combs. And we just did the video about an hour and a half ago talking about how Jay-Z and Pusha T was in those files and those allegations was made to the FBI about those guys. But y'all don't want to listen to none of this stuff. This is why, and y'all wonder why people are afraid to come out and make accusations. You guys praise celebrities. It's crazy. Y'all praise celebrities, and you guys are all a part of this bullshit. A lot of y'all are. A lot of you dudes on cap. A lot of you niggas is afraid to stand up for what's right. Why? Because your brain have been programmed to stand up for what's wrong, to protect all the bullshit. So you're afraid to stand up for what's right. And what you'll do is you'll demonize people who dare stand up for what's right. That's what you'll do. And then you wonder why people don't want to come out and say nothing. They don't want to say nothing because it's scrubs and bums like some of you guys that will tear them down if they do. Absolutely disgusting work. But what we have tonight, let me pull over right here. Pull over right beside this store right here. Let me pull over right now. Hold on. You know what? I ain't going to pull over right here. There's too much stuff going on right here. Hold on. I'm finna show y'all this on the screen. Because, see, y'all gonna have to, it's gonna have to be a lot of explaining to do tonight. A lot of explaining gonna have to be done tonight. Now, as y'all see, right here on the screen, read what it says, right? Read your screen. Now, this is all in the Epstein files. And to the person who said that, I'll drop the link to the actual website for the committee who dropped all the files. So don't come on here in the comment section running your mouth, running your lips, talking about, man, this is cap, man, this is cap. Don't come in here running your lips. Man, a ticket. Where did you make that up? Nick, shut up, fool. Didn't you see I put the link in the comment section, you damn fool? To the actual website where all this stuff is? Then you got people say, hey, man, they act like this stuff is so sensationalized. It's not, bro. Bro, we've already heard the most weirdest, disgraceful, disgusting, nastiest things is the most believable. Is what a lot of us have been told about the industry. Some of the most devious things is the most believable out of all of them. So for you guys to sit up here and come in the comments, man, and just act like a bunch of hooligans, act like somebody always lying, somebody always capping, somebody always playing games. Something the hell is wrong with y'all, man? I'm telling y'all this, man. These people crazy as hell on social media, man. People crazy as hell, man. I've never seen so much foolishness, cap, and dumb-ish on the internet as I've seen on social media, especially with this whole situation, with the Epstein files, with the Diddy situation, with all of this stuff. You got grown men who never met Diddy, who run around here and put their heart and their soul on the line, right? For a nigga who's never going to do an interview with you when he get out. He's never going to acknowledge your existence when he get out. You can't even get him on the phone and do an interview with you, and he locked up right now. You probably tried to call him, and he won't accept your calls. His team don't care about you. You understand what I'm saying? You just a flunky, period. But this is what these guys do. I told y'all, they worship celebrities, right? This is what they do. They worship celebrities. And it's funny to me because, again, as I get ready to, because as soon as I get to this spot right here where I can pull over, I'm about to stir fry on this shit right now. Because I'm telling y'all something, man. These dudes come out here, bro. I'm telling y'all, man. These dudes will sell their soul for anything, bro. Just to be around somebody who's famous. Just for somebody to shout them out, they'll sell their soul, bro. Y'all believe that celebrities are role models. That's the problem with y'all. You got people out here that truly believe that celebrities are some type of role models who are above all the nonsense and all the foolishness. Man, get the hell out of here, man. Get the hell out of here, bro. You guys must not understand this. And then you got these fools talking about some, Because see, when some of these allegations came out, they weren't even on that level yet. Bro, what do you think people did in order to get into those spots to the level that they were on? You got to think about this. When people are coming up, what do they tell y'all a lot of people do to get to these certain levels? They do what? Sell their souls. That's what's been alleged. So it has to be a point where that happened. And then when you look at it and you really think about it, you're like, damn, right when those allegations happened, like right after that, their whole career blew up. They blew up. Right after that, they blew up. I got to stop by the daggone gas station, man. Ain't this about a beat? How the hell am I running out of gas? Man, let me go to the gas station. I'm just going to pull over to the gas station. I don't told y'all this, though. These cats, like I said before, you got a bunch of goofballs running around social media. These dudes are also, man, bro, it's crazy how much of these people will sell their souls for hip-hop artists and all these other stuff, man, and celebrities and musicians and actors and all this other stuff. People don't even know, bro. They willing to sell their soul and say anything, bro. When you got, and then they move the goalposts, y'all. And then after they move the goalposts, so I'm gonna say this again. They'll say, why are these guys suing? Why didn't they go to the police? Then when they go to the police, they call them, hey man, I don't believe all this shit. Man, get the fuck out of here, man, with that bullshit, man. Cut it out, man. Cut the cap out, nigga. You niggas ain't gonna keep moving the goalposts, nigga. Period. First y'all said they was just suing. Why they ain't go to the cops? Why they ain't go to the authorities? Now y'all talking about some, hey man, I don't believe it. Nigga, shut up, man. Shut up, nigga. Shut up. And the reason why people are afraid to come forward is because of niggas like you. People like y'all. That's the reason why. Because your capping ass always moving the goalposts and demonizing people. Y'all ain't thinking about, hey man, one day this could be one of my people that's in trouble, one of my kids that's in trouble, and I wish somebody would listen and help them. And people tell y'all stuff, y'all just turn a blind ear to it and act like it ain't shit because y'all love celebrities. I done told y'all this, man. Let me turn to this gas station so I can stir fry it. Hey, man, hey, hit the subscribe button, man. It's going to get surgical around here. It's definitely going to get surgical around here. Hit the subscribe button as y'all come on in because y'all know I'm finna break this down like Legos. It's finna go all the way down. Yo, I'm about to get some gas, nigga. I'm about to get some gas. So, hey, as I told y'all, right? Crazy work. Crazy work. So, let me pull over. Hold on. Let me pull over right here. I'm going to pull over right to the pump and get this guy. I'm finna cook right here. I'm finna cook right here. And they say, hey, Ticket, why are you always doing something on the run? Because I'm a busy man. I actually got things going on outside of YouTube. I come in here and give y'all this heat because I love it. You understand? Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on. Let me pull up right here. Here we go. All right, here we go right here, y'all. All right, we good. All right, so let's get into this, man. I want to get into this because y'all gonna stop capping. All right, so read the screen right here, you guys. What does it say? So it says right here, you guys. Y'all see all the information up there on your screen, right? It says hello, right? Now this is two. The subject is Epstein, Marshall Mathers, who's Emeniem, and Marilyn Manson. Hello. I'm not sure who to contact. Shout out to the Diddy doctor for dropping this too, man. That nigga, he on point, bro. Hello. I'm not sure who to contact. When I Googled Ghislaine Maxwell prosecutor, you popped up. I'm not sure anyone would even still be interested. Now remember, you guys, this was sent Wednesday, January the 15th, 2025. Hello. I'm not sure who to contact. When I Google, this is in the Epstein files now. When I Google Ghislaine Maxwell, prosecutor, you popped up. I'm not sure anyone will still even be interested in knowing. I worked at a country club in Mogador, Ohio. Who makes that up? I worked there from 2002 to 2004. It was called West Mogador Country Club. Somebody look that up to see if it's real. Let me know in the comment section if that's real. It was a golf course, bar, and bowling alley. Somebody look that up in the comment section and tell me if that's real too. I cleaned and cooked. I don't know the exact dates. I remember Epstein coming in along with Ghislaine and others. I believe they were first. Marshall Mathers wasn't there with Epstein, at least not what I saw. I wasn't normally allowed in the bar. I know they moved a bed into the banquet space. My memories of seeing it there are hazy, like I was drugged under hypnosis. The night Marshall, meaning Emeniem, came in there was another guy. I don't know the man's name. He and my boss came into the kitchen. My boss, Eric West, took over cooking because the man wanted to talk to me. He tried to persuade me to let him. And this brother right here says, I live in Cleveland and I know that city. Yeah, but I'm talking about, is the place real? Somebody got to tell me in the comment section who's out there. Is it real? Are those places real? Somebody says, yep. C Note 20 by 20 says, yep, it's real. West Mogador Country Club been open since 1950 in Mogador, Ohio. Okay. So he says that place at least is real. Let's keep going, y'all. A few people in the comments are saying it's real ticket. Let's keep going, y'all. I'll be damn I can't read those words right there. Boy, those words small as hell. I'll be damn. Hold on, let me squint. Damn, I don't know why I put this on the screen like this. It says, anyways, I kept refusing. Eventually, they threatened me. I was told to pour Marshall Emeniem a drink and flirt with, I guess, what? Said he kept insisting it should be me because I was the only girl under 8 in the establishment. After pouring that drink, I left the bar. I asked if I could go home now. Instead, they held my face and forced me to take something. I know there was a woman who shaved my privates, but my only memory after that is of being in a different part of the country club telling the men Marshall didn't have sex with me. I honestly don't know if he did. I believe the man later came back. I don't remember much of it other than I was naked in the bathroom on the wicker chair lounge with a black man behind me holding a knife to my throat. They told me I was going to end up in a dumpster. Most of my memories feel unreal. I'm hoping by telling someone I can help, or telling someone I can find a sense of realness and healing. They've started playing over and over in my head. All of the memories I have of Marilyn Manson feel like a dream or hypnosis, except the ones at my aunt's house. I'm not sure how my dad's cousins knew him. He visited at least twice while I was young. The first, I was around 10 or 11. I had started developing, I was self-conscious of them. I was self-conscious of them. They were growing to be different sizes. I often covered them with my arms. My dad allowed him to trace them on a white t-shirt. The second time he visited, I was around 13. There was a bunch of men with him this time. He told the room full of men something that upset my dad. He pulled me out of the house and said I'd never see Brian again. We called him Brian, not Marilyn. After that, my memories all feel like I was either drugged around him or under some type of hypnosis. I also have memories of being around P. Diddy, but I can't place how or why he would have been in my home. I was pregnant with my daughter in 2010. She was born in March of 2011. I lived in a trailer located close to Akron, Ohio. I remember someone who I think is Diddy taking a video with the phone. I've always been a bigger girl. My weight while I was pregnant was close to 300 pounds. If there was a video of me, it might stand out. I am not the normally pretty type of person you see around celebrities. Since my teens, I've always weighed around 200 to 300 pounds. I have brown hair. My beads are different sizes. I also wear glasses. However, they are often taken from me. I hope that telling someone this, they will remember if they come across something. My dad passed in 2020. I don't talk to his cousins. When I tried to talk to my dad prior to his death, he refused to talk. I was R-worded one other time in 2005. I was with my boyfriend at the time. He allowed his drug dealer to R-word me. I've tried to contact local police about that. My boyfriend passed away, and there are no records. Thank you for reading this. I don't know if any of it would be any help to you or anyone else. Again, I'm not even sure who I should be talking to. I have no evidence of any of it. I have no one to talk to me about it. My memories are still becoming increasingly overwhelming. They keep me awake at night. I feel like I try to verbally tell any one of you, any of this, they will just tell me I'm insane. I really hope you don't just write me off as being a nutcase. I'd love to be able to just live a normal life where I don't have to fight the urge to hide and cry every day. Thank you again. So this lady, apparently she wrote uh you know she wrote uh who she thought was Ghislaine Maxwell's prosecutor, right? And she provided this information to her, these allegations to her. Now here's the thing. You're gonna be on one side or another because people are gonna say, man, that's cap, that's cap. But then some people are gonna say, hold on, man. Let me hear more. Let me hear more. You know what I'm saying? Let me hear more. Now, here's what's going to happen, and here's what the feds had this. This is all in the Epstein files. What's going to happen is you're going to have people now, because we're in 2026, they're going to start putting some of these pieces together. People are going to start asking questions around that place, as she said, the West Mogador Country Club. They're going to ask if these people frequent those areas. Remember, it had to be more people around. They're going to ask questions. Trust me, they're going to ask questions. And listen, I told y'all, there's 3 million files. I've only read 2 of these to y'all. 3 million files was just dropped today. 3 million, right? Think about what I'm saying to y'all. And again, we don't know any of these people. Most of us, we don't know any of these people as far as celebrities, any of these people. So it's hard to say, hey, man, I don't think they did that. What are you basing it off of? We don't know these people. So to me, unless you see a person who got multiple different allegations, all these other people, like I have to stand in the middle and say, you know what, man, let me see how this plays out. Let me see what else comes out in these files. And before people speak, I'm going to say this. There's a lot of pictures that are going to be released. And Lord knows who's in these photos. There are probably millions of photos. This Jeffrey Epstein thing is bigger than anything that you will ever see or experience. I'm telling y'all this right now. Before everybody comes out and say, hey, man, I don't believe that shit. Man, listen, man. Came to the party for the photos. If them photos start coming out, and those Epstein, because remember, there's already been multiple photos that have come out already. They have X'd out a lot of photos, and to the person who says we can't tell, no. They have the actual website where they released all this information. This ain't no on the internet type shit. See, what I'm going to do for all of y'all, I'm going to drop the link. And I put in the last video I did, when those allegations came out against Jay-Z and Pusha T with Harvey Weinstein, they had the allegations that Jay-Z was with Harvey Weinstein when Harvey Weinstein allegedly sexually assaulted her under, and that they alleged that Pusha T was, allegedly, helping transport women, right? I dropped the link to that for y'all. That was all in the FBI file. This is official work. This is unclassified. Remember, these were all classified, hidden. This was never going to be revealed to the world. Now, you got to ask yourself this question. Why did they classify all these files and never, unless it was so much in here? Bro, I'm reading stuff about Bill Gates, the co-owner from the New York Giants. This shit is crazy, bro. You will never see anything like this ever again. And this is the thing. I want y'all to understand this, because I have to be very clear. You ask yourself, they always say, now I never want to think about this, but I'm thinking now. They say, yo, in order to get to that level that a lot of people want to get to, that super level, remember with the actor. 2 people told y'all this. The actor Terrence Howard and Cat Williams. Terrence Howard said that they had to do a certain thing to get at that level. And the reason why he didn't get these big movies and do all these things, because he wasn't willing to sell his manhood, to sell his soul. Now you have to ask yourself, do you believe what Terrence Howard and those guys said? Do you believe what Cat Williams said when he said that all these things would be exposed? Now again, these are the people who've been around the industry and behind the scenes. A lot of us haven't. So who are we to say all these people lie, especially when Harvey Weinstein is in prison for probably the rest of his life? Especially when R. Kelly's in prison till 2045. Especially when Mike Jeffries is facing going to prison for the rest of his life from Abercrombie and Fitch. Ghislaine Maxwell's in prison for what may be the rest of her life. People were saying, and I saw people in the comments, and I got ether for all that shit. People say, "Oh man, I don't know if I believe it, man. Well, I mean, why would they be hanging around these people and they weren't even like at their peak like that?" You idiot. The word that people have put out is that in order to get to those levels, you would have to sell your soul and do certain things. How many people y'all heard come out and say this and make these type of allegations? So make it make sense that right around the times all this stuff happened, then a couple years later, these people all of a sudden got famous, careers went to a whole different level. You be the judge. Now again, everybody's name is innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law. But this is the one thing we don't understand. Who else is being prosecuted? Who else are they investigating quietly? And now that this has all been revealed, what else is there to come? This is scary because this is only the beginning. Remember, you guys, they let this on a Friday afternoon. When you want to bury a story, you release it on a Friday afternoon. What did they start with this morning? That Don Lemonhead BS. Man, they arrested Don Lemon. And then they freed him and he didn't have to pay bond. They just freed him. Why even do all that? Oh, to distract the news cycle. Because you knew this dump was coming today. They had to release those. They were supposed to already release all the files by the end of last year. But they released 3 million files today. So remember, when everybody starts reading through all of these different files, 3 million files, they've probably gone through a couple of hundred, 200. But what happens when you get to 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, 500,000, a million, 1.5, 2 million, 2.5, 3 million files in one dump? All of this in one man's file. You tell me how demonic that Epstein had to be to have all this shit on his docket. That is insane. This man was pure evil. It was pure evil. And he has already faced his judgment. But all those other ones that probably thought this would never be released because it was so many people that were involved allegedly in all sides that somebody put their foot in their mouth before the election and they were asked, would you be open to releasing all the Epstein files? And they said, yes. And now look. And to the person, TT, who says cap, the one thing you better learn about Ticket Boy, I was never capping, boy. I was never capping. See, you can fool a lot of people for a lot of time, but you can't fool the man upstairs, Playboy. All things that's done in that dark gonna come to light, boy. These are some of the allegations that you guys are seeing come out. And as we continue to see, and I continue to go through these files, and you don't have to believe me, I will put the link in the comment section So you guys can see these files on the House Committee's website directly that was released. These were federal sealed files so that you guys can directly see this yourself. I'm going to put that link down there. And then you can go to the website yourself and go through all 3 million of the files, which would take one person 20 years. This ain't going to stop no time soon. We only getting started. Smash the like button, share, and subscribe. I'm going to give y'all all the updates on this. And for Marilyn Manson's name to be caught up in this. Marilyn Manson. Google Marilyn Manson and Google what he's about. And come back and holler at your boy. They're innocent unless proven guilty of anything they may have been accused of in a court of law. But being in these Epstein files, I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of people going to start investigating. Like, share, subscribe. Came to the party for the photos.